Dibbity.
With Squidbillies. Yeah, it went pretty good though. It was fun. It was fun. I have no idea if anyone listened, but we enjoyed it. We enjoyed doing it.
Well, I can tell you right now on YouTube.
Wait, Dana. We are live with the Adult Swim forward-facing Aqua Teen Hunger Force panel. We're going to talk about all the fan favorites like Meatwad, and we're going to talk about the other young adult members of the Aqua Teen Hunger Force. And I've got a few guests with us for this panel today. I'm Max, of course, but with me is Dave Willis, who's the co-creator of all animation.
Hello, how are you? And I have a special guest with me, Mike Schatz, the voice of Emery, the plutonium.
How are you? Thanks for having me, Dave.
We've also got with us Nick Gibbons, an Aqua Teen laureate, who's graced us with his presence tonight. Nick, how are you doing?
I'm fantastic. I hope everyone's well. I've just eaten dinner.
We've got
What'd you
Dana's. Carrie, you're up after Dana.
A delicious
we've got,
sandwich.
Guys, we've got like 2 minutes for this. Dana Snyder's here, the voice of Master Shake.
And apparently not a fan favorite, by the way you introduced Meatwad.
Well, Meatwad's one of the fan favorites.
One of. Okay. Could have mentioned Shake instead, I'm just saying.
We are making a Master Shake Sibian. Carrie Means is also here, the voice of Frylock.
Trademark.
Hey, world. How are you, world? Doing good, I hope.
I'm doing good. That's the world. And Paul Painter's here, credited as Fat Guy / voice of Wise and all-knowing Bush.
Digital world. Hello.
Well, guys, welcome to the
World.
digital world. Thank you so much for being here to talk to us about Aqua Teen Hunger Force coming forward as what? A movie and a digital series? What does that mean, Dave, versus TV?
It just means that we're getting edged out of the marketplace, and the marketplace is changing, and we're just trying to find it. And so we have 10 shorts coming up soon. They're called Aquadonk Side Pieces, and they're the stories of our famous villains and what they've been doing while we've been canceled. And we got a little bit of a trailer for that coming up soon, but it's got all your favorite villains that you love to hate. Ham Banana, the cybernetic ghost of Christmas Past, the Brood Witch. What else?
MCP pants. MCP pants.
The one that you do a voice of.
Emery and Oglethorpe back together again.
The Plutonians, the Moonanites. Who else?
Are there any villains? Dave, here's the question people are really worried about. Are there any villains that refuse to come back?
Yes. The one that's played by Todd Barry because he wanted more money.
Speaking truth.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Let me say emphatically that is not true.
Well, I can comfortably say everyone here but I has worked on Aqua Teen Hunger Force. And what has it been like to think that it's over, put a show to rest, and then been told, wait, we can make more money with you?
Never over in Hollywood, baby.
That's right. It's
Bring back everything.
It's richly reaffirming. Do you remember seeing that first Hulk movie with Eric Bana?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whole new Hulk. They're totally different guy.
By Ang Lee.
Yeah. They've recast Hulk 3 times since we've been canceled.
Is it almost freeing though? Like you got to end it in one way, and now you get to almost start from a completely new direction. And what is that new direction?
Forward thinking, which is what the PR team kept telling us to say. Yeah. Forward moving, forward thinking. What was that line in Succession? Everything is moving always, forever.
That encapsulates the show perfectly, I think.
Well, I don't know. Like Carrie, what do you think? We took your character in a totally different direction, didn't we?
Frylock has been taken in many different directions. Absolutely. Absolutely.
He's mashed. I don't want to give too much away, but he's mashed potatoes in this show. He's not French fries anymore.
He's mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Dana, how do we
mashed potatoes?
Dana, how do we change your? How do we change the Master Shake character? We kind of sidelined him with a lot of this stuff, haven't we?
He's not the coolest guy anymore. It's a totally different take.
When
He's
was he
not
the
ripped
coolest
or
guy?
Cool.
When was that?
Every episode before this. Mr. Cool.
Let him tell it. Yeah, that's right.
Now, Paul, this question comes to you from Cool Kevin54, who's watching live on YouTube or AdultSwim.com.
What a world.
What was
Cool,
the
Kevin.
I'm watching it
hardest?
too.
That's Mr. Cool right there.
Are we in the future?
We are in
It's like Spaceballs.
1976.
When is this? This is then. This is now. This is now. Now.
What was the hardest Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode to make? And they abbreviated as ATHF, Paul.
I think it was the one where the Bizarros came in and they just sort of took over the house on Farley Street and have it.
That's C-Lab, man.
That's a C-Lab episode. I think that's a C-Lab episode.
I definitely think the live action one.
There's no hard. It's how could this possibly be hard to do?
Paul, I was throwing you a bone, but Dave has a better answer.
Yeah.
What was the live action one where Henry plays that puppeteer?
Yeah, with Justin Roiland as the Slim Jim. No brand names.
And Andrew Daly is.
It was just a very not
slim
heavy
Jim.
James. Yeah.
Slim J-I-M.
We're not the comedians. We're the editors.
Two M's.
Well, has the editing process changed? I'm sure there's been at least 3 versions of Premiere since the last episode.
Started on Final Cut.
Final Cut, yeah.
We did something between Final Cut and Premiere too, didn't we? Was there a third?
No.
No, there's no difficult thing to working on this show from my perspective. It's just all fun.
Well, you know what I'd love to do right now, and you guys don't have to agree with me, is check out one of these clips from the Aqua Teen Straight from the Donk digital shorts.
Straight from the donk.
Let's get a preview clip.
Finally, somebody recognizes what I bring to the table and put me in a position that I can abuse.
I'm getting paid to do what I was going to do anyways. Scoop change out of this fountain and ogle broads.
Yeah, that's real neat. Hey, but check out the breakdancing robot. Breaky beat, moonwalks, head spins, does the boing-oing. That does it all, man.
Of course he does it all. He's Breaky Bean, cybernetic assassin, Model X-100 disguised as a breakdancing toy. He must be stopped or he will give birth to the quickening of the Dragonoids and 3 billion lives will vanish in an instant. But first I must get past the mall metal detectors, but how? I'm completely made of metal.
It goes on for 8 more minutes after this.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're the longest shorts that we've ever made. They're 22 minutes each.
They're board shorts.
It's great when it's just white text on black, which is Adult Swim saving a lot of money since the beginning.
Colors are expensive.
Colors are expensive on black. What are you guys going to say? Nick, let's start with you since it says here you're a laureate of Aqua Teen.
Oh, yeah.
What would you say to people who are like, Aqua Teen was a show, but now there's a digital version and a movie version. I'm not even sure I want to transition to that method of viewing.
I would say hop on this train because it's going to be the funnest thing you ever ride. I'd say you have a flat screen in your house right now. Everyone, take your TVs to the window, throw them outside, and say, "I'm not taking it anymore. I'm going to look at this on my phone," because that's the way entertainment is meant to be watched. That's the way the movie should be watched. That's the way everything should be watched.
You do realize people are going to believe you and do that.
I hope so.
No, they're not.
We're ushering in the future of viewing technology.
Just throw your flat screen plasmas out of the window.
That's right, guys. Help us.
No one's listening to a guy with a blanket for a background.
It's not a blanket.
Not happening.
It's
Tapestry.
like a poncho, right?
Yeah.
You know, I had a baby when the show first came out.
You had a baby?
Yeah. Well,
Somebody
my wife,
us on the line. No,
my wife had, at the time had a baby, and so now she's old enough to watch the shows and get the humor And
how old is that?
The way that they're doing these shows now,
How old is she?
We're meeting my daughter where she is.
How old is she?
Nice.
24.
Oh, well, I thought I was going to say 14.
No,
we have not been doing the show that long. For the record, we have not been doing the show that long. That is not at all true.
Will HBO Max, if
My
people are
Master
watching
Jake
these,
Koozie says it started in 2000.
if on HBO Max, will you be able to go from a digital short to the show page of Aqua Teen?
Are you asking me? Because I don't know.
I don't know any of these questions.
I was
I'm sure
like,
anybody
is
here
this on HBO Max? Like right next to Dune?
This is Dune.
I thought you were saying, I thought you were asking, is this on HBO Max? You were asking Max that. You were asking if it was on HBO. Very confusing.
Hey, Dave, I talked to people before this. There's a scene in Dune where there's a computer screen behind the actors, and these will be on the screens behind the actors on a scene.
We'll just be depicted riding sandworms in the background.
Paul Painter is the
answering
sandworm.
questions.
Dave, do you know that there's a Sopranos episode where the kid is watching Aqua Teen?
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware. I think we got a Sopranos. We got a
Sopranos cameo.
Yeah, there's also an episode of Shameless that has in it.
When we were in Breaking Bad and possibly Mad Men too. Whenever they needed to depict a wayward whenever they needed to depict
How did we
a
get into
wayward
Mad Men? Isn't that based in the 60s?
Listen to me. Whenever they needed to depict a wayward adolescent who's like dabbling in drugs or like having illicit sex or something, they would depict them as watching Aqua Teen.
So at-risk youth watch Aqua Teen.
At-risk youth, yes.
Yeah. Sparkle Bit. In the digital world chat room, we have a person named Sparklebit who asks, and this is the part of the question I like. What is an Aqua Teen Hunger Force moment what is an Aqua Teen Hunger Force moment you're most proud of? Let's start with Dana Snyder from Meatwad.
What?
Dana Snyder from the show with Meatwad, what's your most favorite moment proud of?
This moment right here. It's a culmination of a lifetime of hopes and dreams coming together on our YouTube with 846 viewers right now on the YouTube channel.
Shout out some people.
I saw Shrimp, Ruby Awesome. Yep. Astra. Your wife's on there, Carrie. I'm using your name just so you know. In case you get
Ruby Awesome is your biggest fan, Dana. Ruby Awesome loves you.
Space Cookie 85.
Space Cookie.
I've been typing on there, but it's just my regular name. I don't have a fancy name. It's Dana Snyder.
That's what you call chatting? Typing on there?
It's not chatting. We're chatting right now. That's like text, whatever it is.
Nick, what were you about to say? A moment that you're most proud of?
I have a non-joke answer. Okay.
Let's hear it.
When we edit the show, a lot of the times we don't have the final artwork because the editors actually sort of put together an animatic for it, and we have to do a lot of our own artwork for it. So one of the episodes, I drew a picture and put it into my episode, and then when the final came back, they just used my artwork as the exact way they drew the character in the show. I think I should have gotten more money actually, because that was doing.
What did you draw?
I drew a head floating. What was it? The germs, something germs. What was that episode?
Hypnogerm.
Hypnogerms episode.
Piranha germs.
Piranha germs. Yeah. So I drew the head floating around. That was just, they did it one for one. They didn't even change it at all. And it was surprising. And I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Who did the stick figures in Brood Witch?
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Who
question.
did that?
Dave.
Who did those? The stick figure villains?
I don't know. We asked Don Hertzfeld, and he wanted to do his own thing, and then we just ripped him off.
Of course. That's how we
No, I mean, we loved. I mean, Rejected was out at that time, and we were like, oh, we got to get this guy to do something for us. And he's notoriously like just focused on his own thing. And so we kind of borrowed a little, but,
Well, Dave, what's your Aqua Teen moment you're most proud of?
The fact that it got on the air, that one, number one. But I put my kids in there, little places here and there, and I still think that's great because it's sort of a snapshot. There was an episode where Shake and Carl were vying for the same woman, and that woman. No, that woman had. She had 2 kids at home.
Kids. Oh, yeah.
You know which one? Aqua Teen Laureate.
Which one you talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was, the kids were like, they had
rocket powers out of their asshole, if I remember correctly.
There was a line that your kid says that I still quote to this day, and I'm drawing a blank on what it is. And I said I just quote it all the time. But it was so cute, and and I can't remember what it was, but I say it all the time when I'm not on the spot and have to remember it.
Yeah, I put my kids in Hands on a Hamburger, that episode too, which was, a riff on Hands on a Hard Body. Well, it's not really a riff. We just replaced a car with a hamburger, but
Nick's in that one.
I'm in that one.
All the time.
It's the famous hand job line.
And Phil is in that one.
Phil is in that one as well. Yes, that's correct.
Phil
Phil
couldn't
Sampson.
make it tonight.
Yes.
I don't know if he was asked to be here either, but he also didn't make it.
He wasn't allowed to make it tonight.
Oh, he's here. He's behind this curtain.
Do you have a favorite moment, Mike?
My favorite moment was when we did the Aqua Teen live tour, and we were. I think it was a Cool in the Gang's tour bus. Was that right?
Earth, Wind,
and Fires.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got my haircut in the parking lot outside after one of the shows. It was a high point for me.
I was just thinking of the Strumming Mummy the other day.
Yeah, the Strumming Mummy.
Can you explain what that is?
So the Strumming Mummy I wrap myself in toilet paper and sing trucker songs, original trucker songs.
Your costume is at every single venue.
I don't have to buy. I just have to go into the bathroom and I'm in costume.
Yeah, that's how mummies are made. You get it on tape? Strumming Mummy?
I don't know.
Somebody filmed it somewhere.
You mean for this? No, we don't have enough.
Yeah, we've got a
from when it happened.
Right?
You should have came out and just Strumming Mummy tonight. We'd all gave you a round of applause.
Give him 2 minutes. He can go put his costume on.
There's toilet paper in 2 rooms of your house, Dave.
There's prep to be made here.
Why don't we all give each other a round of applause anyway, Carrie?
Why?
As a group. Just to feel good.
Oh, I feel great. How do you feel? You feel great?
No one's doing it.
No one's doing it.
The sound of one man.
I'm not gonna do it. God damn it.
Thank you, Paul.
Oh,
Carrie,
very condescending applause, Paul.
What's your biggest proud moment, Carrie?
My biggest proud moment?
In your Aqua Teen career.
Getting a role of Frylock. That's my biggest, proudest moment because before then I wasn't doing anything, man. I was doing the bumps for Samurai Jack, and I was doing a lot of bumps for Cartoon Network, and I was the announcer. First incarnation of Samurai Jack.
Can I say though that we're making a movie that's going to come out next year in VOD, and it's all about Frylock. It is like Frylock centric.
That is the name of the movie. All about Frylock.
Is it
everything you never wanted to know?
Tentatively, the movie is actually titled Aqua Teen Forever / The Forest Awakens / Plantasm. But I will say that Frylock has a huge pivotal role where he leaves the Aqua Teens and Carrie brings it. It's great. It's killer. And we're super excited about it.
Does this tie into the shorts or is it
not at all? The shorts are just
unrelated.
The shorts are kind of like little villain side pieces, like 2-3 minutes long. But the movie is like Bento Box is animating it. We're just finishing up the animatic on it, and our first movie kind of sucked, and this one's good. We feel like this one's really good.
Folks.
Why do you think the first one
Listen,
sucked?
we waited a long time to tell everyone to admit that the first one kind of sucked. I don't know, because we were busy working on the show at the same time. It was like, and
it wasn't
also we
that
didn't.
bad.
Yes, it was. It was not good.
I think that's true either.
The first 5 minutes of it are really funny, like as funny as anything. But then it takes a turn for the worse. Come on, you got to admit it's not great. You couldn't sit through it again.
There are moments throughout the movie.
Let me
I
just
laugh.
say, yeah.
He's a very good kisser.
But I'm telling you straight up, we're excited and proud of this, and we're invigorated on it, and it's funny, and it's going to be like the animation is going to be completely unlike anything we've ever done before.
But you know what's so funny about the first movie? The backstory, behind the scenes stories are more interesting than the movie itself.
What do you mean?
Because Dave wanted Tom Cruise to play Chicken Biddle.
But of course that wasn't going to happen.
That you received.
Of course that wasn't going to happen, but we just kept emailing his agent, even after his agent was saying, "You need to stop emailing us."
So this is the way I tell that story. I say, well, they wanted Tom Cruise to be Chicken Biddle at first, and they reached out to his camp, and they got this nice rejection letter back saying, "Mr. Cruise will not now nor ever be a part of your little pilly-pally show or your little pilly-pally movie, so stop asking." And the rumor that I heard was that Dave Willis took that rejection letter, framed it, hung it upside down, and had it in his office at Adult Swim. I don't know. Is that true, Dave?
No, that's not true at all.
Damn it. I'm going to keep telling it like that, like it is.
But the legendary Vishal Roney just continued to ask Tom Cruise, his agent, if he would participate in the movie, even after he was told emphatically not to write him ever again. And we printed up over 60 pages of rejections. We were going to use it as a DVD extra, and then DVDs. They stopped making DVDs, so
and DVDs just stopped working.
What is a DVD?
The DVDs stopped working. Yes, that's correct. I can't get them to work in my machine anymore.
So, Dave, I've actually got two counterpoints from the digital world of audiences right now. Dorks Walmart says, "I've watched the first movie literally close to 100 times. Can't believe they don't like it." What do you say to someone who is clearly so mentally deficient that their tastes don't work?
Yeah, you're brain damaged, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to. I don't have enough time to teach you a film class. The thing is.
So, is it bad camera angles?
It's bad taste. It's bad taste by Dorks Walmart. But look, I don't hate it. I don't hate the movie.
It sounds.
I just don't think it's great.
It sounds like you hate it to me. I'll tell you what. I watched the DVD commentary of a movie that I loved growing up, and the directors shit on it. They hated it the whole time. And I'm like, this is the movie I love. So I think
what movie?
We need to hear the movie.
Yeah, what's the movie?
Top Secret. Remember Top Secret?
Oh, I love Top Secret, yo.
Listen to the DVD commentary.
I don't want to now. That would just deflate the whole experience.
They're like, we hated this. We hated this. I'm like, what are you freaking talking about? This is a classic. And Dave,
it is now.
Look, I don't want to talk about the old movie because I don't even know if you can find it. And I think there's a reason.
Moving
it's under my bed. I have it.
I want to talk about the new one, and the new one is super freaking funny, and we put a lot of work into it, and it's great. I mean, it
is super freaking funny.
Crazily proud of it, and it's like I think it's the best thing we've ever done. And look, if 8 years from now I say that it sucks, it's because I just don't have the vantage point to understanding to know.
You won't be alive in 8 years, so don't worry, it's fine.
Why are you Gibbons? Matt Malero's dead. He won't be alive. Damn, I shudder to think what you think of me.
Harry,
jeez.
We weren't supposed to talk about Matt Malero.
I have a Ouija board, and I've looked at all of your futures.
Nintendo Ouija.
It's hanging behind you.
Now,
exactly.
That's your Ouija.
Dave, what
you
is
have a wedgie? That's a wedgie board.
If you had to say in one sentence, like what the difference in approach is, like as a pitch for someone who's going to see the old movie versus the new movie, what is it? What is the new movie that makes it so much better and different?
Everything.
Well, the shorts we kind of did the old school way, just sort of low rent, moving everything around, and this is like a full on animated, and we also spent time with it, rewriting it. We rewrite it more than one time. It's got a really good overarching story. It's sort of got this kind of, there's this company that's like Amazon, which is entitled Amazon, that has a tax break to be in New Jersey, and it's kind of destroying New Jersey, but it's also run by this Jeff Bezos / Jack Dorsey type who hires Frylock for his sort of special abilities, and shit kind of unspools from there. But it is it's a great sort of unique story about how the Aqua Teens break up and get back together. But also it's got this whole other thing that we're doing that's I don't feel like anybody's ever done with a movie before. I genuinely think there's something kind of cool and unique that we're doing that no one has done. And I don't want to say anything about it because
you can say it, Dave. It's all animated with graham crackers. I know we've been sitting on that this whole time, but it's amazing. It's all stop motion. Everything's made with graham crackers. They go bad after a while, so you have to do it fast. It's and it looks like nothing you've ever seen before. Honestly,
it's the first graham cracker movie.
Yeah,
you heard it here first.
Speaking of these Aquadunk inky dinky side pieces, I have a question from Cassone or Kess1. If you could give any original character a spin-off show, what would it be? And the Aquadunks are kind of a spin-off of a lot of characters. If you were to make more of these short side pieces, would you continue in this vein, or would you focus on someone else? Is there someone you'd want to focus on? Mike answers first.
Go ahead, Mike.
I would love a series with the Plutonians. I want to see where they go.
Why?
Because I need the work.
Fair enough.
Good answer, Mike.
Yeah.
He's got a 24-year-old.
I got a 24-year-old who's just starting to watch the shows. I want her to see that I'm still relevant.
Dana, is there a character other than any that you've played that you'd love to see expanded upon?
Not particularly. I think the focus is generally right.
You don't think Tree Shrub has got some sort of spin-off potential?
I would like to see a Shrub Attorney series. That would be good. Or maybe that roller skater beach ball in the very last episode.
Yes. Dana has played some other characters on our show. I thought about doing a Carl show, but it would just be so depressing. It would just be so deeply depressing to just watch him order Chinese food from the same place or screaming at his TV. Come on out! It started 3. You gotta throw the flare pass.
Yeah.
Would you ever do work for a few months on a week of Carl, where HBO Max streams 24 hours of Carl's living situation? And he's just...
I sense an opportunity.
Live stream Carl's life. I like that.
Paul, if you ever had to change the voice of any characters to be played by Neil deGrasse Tyson, who would you choose?
Ooh, Wayne the Brain. That'd be good to see Neil deGrasse play some trivia. But I don't think he'd do a good spinoff. Your previous question, but Willie Nelson as the attic-dwelling onion serial killer, probably best underrated character. I just changed your question for you.
No, it's fine. Got more questions from people chatting. If you could do anything differently during the original Aqua Teen run, what would you do? This goes to anyone. We should start with Carrie. What would you do differently?
Differently?
Yeah.
In the original Aqua Teen
In the
run?
original, is there an episode where you're like, I could have done that better?
Now, there's a very simple answer, Carrie. You know what it is. We all know what it is.
What is it? Tell me.
Octuple the salaries?
Yes, I would have negotiated a
Or
better
residuals,
contract.
baby.
I would have negotiated a better contract if I
But
could
it
do
only would have
something
run
better.
like 3 episodes then. So that's the downside.
We've been
of it.
canceled after 3 episodes.
Yeah, they're like, we're not paying for this.
That's like Welcome to the Wayne, man. When that guy got us all on Welcome to the Wayne. And we
Aqua
did the thing on
Teen
Nickelodeon.
was allowed to exist in a way almost in my mind, like how you can boil a frog and they don't know that they're in boiling water. They never get out because it's
Like, who that's a
causes
nice
very
bath.
little
It's
ripples. I don't
pretty
notice.
warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but there were some episodes I didn't like. I didn't like the one where they gave Frylock cancer. And then at the end, with Andrew WK. Oh, by the way, I met Andrew WK and hung out with Andrew WK in a bar in Decatur. He came and he was wearing the exact same outfit that y'all drew him in that episode.
That's all he wears.
Party. He didn't perform, but he did perform. He did. He was on a tour.
Did that bum you?
Nationwide tour.
Did that bum you out that we gave Frylock cancer?
Yeah, that bummed me out because I was like, "That's gross. Frylock's dying."
I mean, we weren't gonna,
but then by the end of the episode, he was fine. So.
our lives, and then what makes us laugh, and then and then we just get to work. It's really.
I was just informed that this stream has been halted. It's not streaming right now.
I could see that we're dead in the DOA
dead.
right now.
We're dead. Fish.
Well, I haven't heard that, but
I'm sorry.
I just heard it from my wife.
I'm just going to keep talking, but
okay, fuck it.
Look, I mean, it's
yeah. I was told. I just saw corporate internet went out.
Is that what this black screen I've been looking at on the left up here for the last 45 minutes?
No, that's just all our feelings.
Apparently, the internet went out. I don't know. We'll see.
So we're just talking to ourselves.
Well, Dave, you can finish what you're
That's
saying.
okay.
We like listening to you, man.
Yeah, that's
all right. I'll finish and it'll pick up or when it picks up. But
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we do the same thing we did. It just instead of stopping at 15 pages, we stopped at 90 pages. And just and keep revising and keep addressing it, and it's fun, man. We make each other laugh. It's like a very it's not painful at all. It's a blast. Everyone should have a job that they love this much,
Oh, that's awesome.
Amen.
That's really fun. And we're back live again.
And we're back.
Hey, we're live. You just missed the best.
We had
people in the chat were saying Aqua Teen canceled again.
Pull the plug right.
Hey, Dave, can you repeat everything you just said?
I just got a message
it was very
that
heartfelt.
the
and the folks
Aquadunk
need to hear
series, the Aquadunk series was supposed to be 8 to 10 episodes that were coming out next year on digital platforms, but now it's just going to be on HD TV, and it's going to be one episode.
What? Who told you that?
It's one episode. It's on Home and Garden.
Okay.
HGTV.
That's on brand. That works out. That's
It's going to be on the Magnolia Network.
It's on the Magnolia.
Hey, Max, anybody ever tell you look like a young Ron Jeremy?
The BBC.
More than you know.
I'm in a new documentary. I don't know if you know about this.
You see the Savini, a little Savini in there too.
Hey.
Little Tom Savini. But it's mostly, I think of Ron Jeremy when I look at your face.
And Scott Bakula.
Scott
Dave?
Bakula? No, I don't see that. I'm not seeing Scott Bakula. No, sir.
Well, I don't know if they're going to give
You've
us.
got a Jackie Coogan vibe going on right now.
Jackie Coogan.
Yeah.
I take offense to that, sir.
Why?
What's the
One of the
matter
greatest
with you?
actors. Worked with Charles
Jackie
Chaplin.
Coogan?
Yeah.
Who the hell is Jackie Coogan? Come on
now.
Enlighten me. Who's Jackie Coogan?
He did. This is the trick he did. I'd light the light bulb up. Uncle
You talking
Fester
about
from
Uncle
Addams
Fester?
Family. Yeah.
Are you trying to compare me to Uncle Fester? Is it because of the hair? Or the
Yeah,
lack
they got a
thereof?
hair. Yeah.
The lack thereof?
The vibe.
Well, I prefer Christopher Lloyd's Uncle Fester if you want to go Fester on me.
All right. Okay.
But he was
He's
good, too. Jackie Coogan was good. He was the original.
Hey,
You're
welcome
right.
to Fester Talk.
Yeah,
on
we're
Adult
talking
Swim.
more.
Dana, that's a
about
nice
Uncle
haircut you
Fester.
got there going on there, buddy.
This is a festival.
That's a nice
Last
haircut
time
you
I
got
checked.
going there, pal.
Festival. Why did we think of that?
Dana sat down in the barber chair and said, give me the George
starting
Clooney.
it.
I want the George
Starting
Clooney
it
cut.
this
I
year.
cut my own hair.
You
I
cut your
couldn't
own
stand
hair?
it anymore. I had to cut
So
it.
My wife
so I
cuts
should
mine.
get the Floby?
The flow.
No Floby. I wish what I wouldn't give for a Floby right now.
Do you have a mirror? I've tried to
We
do
still
that. Do you
talking
have a
about hair
mirror
products?
Set up, or how do you do it? How do you do the back? That's what I
You
want
got
to
to do the guides. You got to do the guides. Go
You
by
gotta
feel.
hire a guide. I don't have that kind of money, Dana. You're the big star.
No, you hire a guy,
oh, God.
G-U-Y, to
Heard.
come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here to cut your back of your head. The Flowbee.
Sounds
Yeah, you
fine.
can't
just
see.
got out
My
the
hair is
joint the
extremely
other day.
long just in the back.
Yeah. So it's
Carrie, can you
mullet.
give us
gotta
20
mullet.
seconds of Frylock ASMR before our last chat question?
What's ASMR mean?
It's
You
just
talk
like
real slow into the like whisper.
yeah, really quiet.
So this is a fun pool. I do like splashing. How's that?
So
Carl?
that's basically
I'm
like
erect.
a
Does
role
that-
play of
Does that
Frylock
help reverse
talking
the
in your ear.
spells? Yeah, well, you know, I saw somebody. Who was that showed up there? The Hardy's figure.
Oh, yeah.
Here's
This
a
is-
shake ASMR. Go to
This
sleep,
is-
you dumb idiot!
Can we get some meat?
Before I
on
knock
there?
your teeth out.
Let's get Meatwad and
Let's get
Carl
Meatwad.
ASMR.
I was recently I did stop by a Carl's Jr. out in rural North Carolina, and my wife was like, "Order as Meatwad." My kids were like, "Oh God, please don't do that."
You got me caught.
And I was like, "Yeah," I ordered straight up. Is like, "I would like a large Diet Coke and a bacon double cheeseburger, and I'd like to substitute the onion rings for the French fries." And I thank you very much.
Well, speaking of, thank you guys so very much for doing this panel. It was fun just to see some of you people again and to all be allowed to talk to each other on a digital conferencing app. You're all cool. I'm really excited for all this stuff. Next year, there's the shorts. The movie's coming. This is going to be fucking badass.
Yes,
Shameless
it will be.
self-promotion.
It will be.
Watch them
I'm
or
excited.
not.
If
And
you
stay
like the
tuned.
show, watch it or not. But man, we're happy with them. They're good.
And
I can't
coming
wait
up,
to go to the
simple.
theater.
what's
I
coming
can't
up
wait for
next
the
on
premiere
the
at the
festival?
theater.
Coming up next, we're gonna find out very soon. Probably Pibby. Pibby's coming up next. All of Pibby. Every Pibby episode is coming up next. I don't know if we're out, so I keep talking. Check out
Does anybody,
Pibby.
no.
does anybody know if Adult Swim is ever going to make any Funko Pops that are Aqua Teen themed? Because that
No,
would be
they won't.
nice.
They
Funko
won't.
Pops.
They need
There are
legs,
no
don't
Aqua
they?
Teen
Don't they
Funko
need
Pops.
legs to be a Funko Pop?
Huh?
Don't Funko Pops have to have arms? Gotta go.
Let me
No,
tell you
they don't
this,
have to
if
have
they-
arms.
If they do make them, none of us will get
Bye.
one. I'll tell you that.
Really?